This is the alto part to Christus Vincit. We're actually going to start unison, all the choir parts in unison, after an 11-bar rest. After the first iteration, then it breaks into parts. So we'll start from the beginning. Again, this is just the melody in unison. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. Alright, that's the main melody. That's the only time, actually that time, and then at the end is when we'll sing in unison. Every other time in between, it's going to be in parts. So we just ended with G on perat. So that's actually where we're going to start. The alto part continues with that note going forward. So we'll start there with the next Christus. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. Let's go over that a little bit right there on the last Christus. It's pretty easy before that, right? Christus, Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus. So here's where it gets a little difficult. Comes down kind of low. Not too low, but a little bit lower than before. Christus, Christus imperat. We just hold that im pretty long there, almost a full measure there. Christus imperat. Okay. So one more time through the alto, and we're going to move on to the chant part that comes next. All right, here we go. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. A little bit of rolling R's is definitely appropriate for like the Christus. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, that kind of thing. All right, before we go into the chant, let's actually go back to the beginning. We're going to put together the first two iterations. So first, the melody in unison, and then splitting to alto. Here we go. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. Okay, so now we go to the first chant part. At measure 30, we replace the name Francisco with Leone. Okay, so remember, instead of Francisco, it's going to be Leone. That's the Latin name for Leo, Pope Leo. Leone. The rest of it will be the same. Make sure we hold for an extra beat at the empty notes that look like half notes without a stem. And take a breath at the rests, right? The quarter rests, squiggly lines. Okay, starting off with Leone. Leone sumo pontifici et universali patri, pax vita et salus perpetua. Right. One more time through that, and then we'll go on. Starting at measure 30. Leone sumo pontifici et universali patri, pax vita et salus perpetua. Alright, and then we come in with the next one, Christus Vincit. So next iteration of that, it's going to start just a little bit lower than where we were currently on Perpetua. Perpetua. The alto just comes down to G for Christus. Perpetua. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. It's the same as before. Now the next chant part, starting at measure 51, we don't need to do because that should be for male voices only. So now we would go on to measure 63 on page 3, and it's the same thing. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. Right, now look at the chant. After that, it's going to be both women and men. So starts off kind of high right here. Tempora bona veniat, Pax Christi veniat, Regnum Christi veniat. We'll do that again one more time. Again, pause at the and breathe at the quarter rests. Tempora bona veniat, Pax Christi veniat, Regnum Christi veniat. Right, after that, then it goes on to the same thing as before. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus, Christus imperat. Sorry, I almost forgot how I went there. Okay, the final Christus vincit is actually back to unison in the melody. So altos actually have the melody all the way through this. Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus, Christus imperat. And so that is the end of it. Let's kind of slow down a little bit at the like toward the very end of the last impera. But those are the parts, pretty repetitive with the Christus vincit part, and the chants are not too hard either. So good luck working with that. And again, that is the alto part to Christus vincit.